Hey everyone, this is Norval Central coming back at you with another YouTube video, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I know it's a great time for everyone to spend with all their loved ones and everything like that. So I hope everyone had a great and wonderful holiday as we go through the holiday season. Florida State's coming up playing a bowl game on Thursday, so it's going to be a very exciting time just to see other people kind of cherishing what Florida State's postseason success can be. But I really appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. I'm trying to do out some daily content and everything for everyone. Missed the last video for yesterday, but I'm back at it with another grind. So I hope everybody enjoys the video. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. As I talked about before, the bowl game is on Thursday. And the question I kind of want to pose in this video is, should Oklahoma be a little bit more worried about this matchup going forward? They're going to be without their starting tailback in Eric Gray. He's got 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's been that pivotal point for their offense and something that really hasn't been the greatest in the world. I mean, you look at some of their numbers that they've had so far, and it's kind of been something that Florida State needs to exploit on. I mean, this is an Oklahoma team that is averaging 216.6 yards a carry. This is 13th in the FBS, right behind Florida State. Florida State's 12th in the FBS in rushing yards. So when you're looking at that and kind of looking at what Oklahoma wants to do on offense, it's hard to do. I mean, especially when you're losing your top two tackles as well. They're not going to be playing in this bowl game either. And that's their starting left tackle, Anton Harrison. And then you also got to start the starting right tackle, Wanaya Morris, as well. I believe he was a Tennessee transfer, if I remember correctly. So it's just something to kind of look at. I mean, you're going to have to rely on Javante Barnes, who was a guy running back that you were highly touted on in high school. And, he is a freshman, so you're having to get a little bit more there. Major's another guy that they really like, about 200 yards this season, 4 touchdowns. But Gray was your leading back that you had out of Tennessee, and I thought that was something kind of interesting. When you're losing 2 offensive linemen like that, and the offense hasn't been the greatest in the world, it's been kind of inconsistent. Dillon Gabriel's been fine, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 2,926 yards. He's been pretty good this season, but, it could be less than desired because it isn't a great season in terms of Oklahoma football because they did start 3-0 and then, ended up limping to the season with a 6-6 record to end the season. And I think they just want to kind of get this first season over with Brent Venables. I think they like the concept that he's bringing to the table, but that defense has not gotten any much better. And the weird part about it is they're actually going to be having to replace their starting defensive tackle, Jalen Rayburn. And this is something that you have to think of. I mean, when Redmond is kind of that guy that they really like at the interior tackle spot. He's got 4 sacks on the season, 24 total tackles. It's just a guy that they really like. I mean, he's second on the team in sacks in production. And Florida State loves to run those inside zones and also counters to kind of counteract some of their speed. When you aren't able to establish the line of scrimmage, it's very hard to do so. So Oklahoma's already kind of an uphill battle. They're already a 9.5-point underdog at this point, and Florida State it's virtually going to be a home game at this point in Orlando, Florida. And Florida State fans just want to kind of rejoice in what could be their first bowl win since 2017. That would be very impressive for Florida State to kind of get that under their arms at this point and being able to have that level of consistency and success under Mike Norvell in his 3rd season. Going into year 4, I think that's what everybody's kind of looking for. We're still hearing the announcement coming hopefully from Jared Verse, whether he comes comes back to Florida State or goes to the NFL. Jamie Robinson, same direction. Fabian Lovett, that's if they don't accept their Senior Bowl invites, they accept those and they play. It's pretty much an end wrap for that, but they can always opt out of those opportunities. Akeem Dent is another guy that's just still trying to figure out if he wants to come back or stay. He has alluded to the possibility for him talking about that, but I don't think there's been an initial official statement just yet in terms of that. So we'll definitely see with some of those guys that are trying to figure out, especially on the defense side of the ball, that you're having to worry about. But I think Oklahoma in this game, when you got a Florida State defense that's got a Jamie Robinson that's going to be playing in this game, a Jared Verse, Fabian Lovett, you got all those guys that are coming and playing in this game and are motivated to get Florida State to a 10-win season. That doesn't spell great for an offense that struggled a little bit at times to be consistent. And I think when you're looking at everything that's going on, Florida State could have a little bit more of an advantage going into this game. Like I said, they've already gotten to Orlando today. The Florida State official Instagram and also Twitter post that talked about how they landed in Orlando. They're practicing now, and they're going to get everything underway right after the Christmas holidays. There is no time off for this team. They want to finish strong. and then being able to get some recruits and transfers in here to end the season and kind of get this roster capped over so that way they're able to kind of get in during the spring and get everything together. But I really appreciate all the love and the support on this video. It's just kind of a shorter video just talking about Oklahoma's issues and concerns. I'm going to have some more feedback coming this week. I'm supposed to be having a special guest pretty soon. I've asked him about coming onto a video, so we'll definitely see when that time comes on that, but it's going to be before Thursday. But I appreciate all the love and support again, and as always, go Noles.